won't say really is an act of eye service because I know a lot of people do it and it's good. Gifts is good. But my perspective, I feel like we are both together. Like me, myself, if I need something, I can go get it at any point in time. And if she needs something too. So this idea of, a dedicated day, birthday and all of that to just go and get gifts, it's not bad, but it's not something that, I hold so sacrosanct. I ensure that she doesn't lack anything.
I know as a woman, you want something maybe on your birthday or Valentine Day, Christmas, all of those remarkable days, like one special gift, like going to get some sort of surprise. He's not that kind of person. I like buying gifts. I know what to buy. So most times, if he wants to gift me, he'll ask me, what do you want? And it's no longer a gift, like a surprise. Buy something and just come and say, he doesn't know what to buy. You ask me. Do you understand? But I feel at the end of the day, it's not a gift. Like, you ask me what I want. Do you want anything? Do you get? But him going to give me something as a surprise or take me out, he's not that kind of person. He might take me out for maybe a date to eat, but buying me a gift. So last year, as I said earlier on, him taking me out, take me to a boutique, buy me a book, bought me I pick anything I want. He paid. It was like a dream come true.
What if it's my spouse love language, and so what do I say? Unfortunately, or fortunately, or coincidentally, is actually her love language, and that is where the real works now comes in.
Okay. This Mr. Matthias Odeajo, my husband, is a wonderful person. Is loving person. Is a sweet soul. I call him dearest, and is intentional. We both call each other dearest anyway, but is intentional to me because he's one person who is dear to me. So, and that is it for now. He's my dearest, a sweet soul, a wonderful person to behold, and above all, is my pastor. Thank you.
Okay, so my wife, she's Queen Matthias Uche. So she's a good person. She's a chef. She's a caterer. She does all kinds of food and pastry. She's good at what she does, and she's loving, she's caring, she's hardworking. So, and I call her dearest too, and just like she said, it's intentional because she's the dearest of them all. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I won't say really is an act of eye service because I know a lot of people do it and it's good. Gifts is good. Everybody loves gifts. Everybody loves gifts. But my perspective is I feel like we are both together. Like me, myself, if I need something, I can go get it at any point in time. And if she needs something too. So this idea of a dedicated day, birthday and all of that to just go and get gifts, I don't really. It's not bad, but it's not something that I hold so sacrosanct. So that is just what I would say. And I think from research, I can say that maybe I am not just good at that, and which I'm actually trying hard, to improve. I'm not actually good in giving. I give, but I'm not good in giving material gifts like just go and buy something for you. I prefer to send you money. I just believe because if I say let me get clothes for you, I may not get the perfect size for you. If I say let me get other things, I say how do I really know that is what you need per time? So I prefer sending money. So that is what I prefer. Then on this occasional giving like birthday or whatever, like I said, I didn't used to feel that it must be that day or something unique has to happen that day. I believe that we are together and we meet each other's needs every day. So that is my perspective to it. But I won't really say is okay now. Where I actually have a sense of a feeling of like most people do it out of eye services, and I believe that it's possible that there are some people that don't care about, it's possible that they don't even care about each other. They don't do all those gifts, and then that day most of them is when they would like to come and showcase those things. Some will set cameras around themselves, inviting people to come and show. To me, I don't really feel that is the day I have to prove to my wife that I love her. My everyday life, whatever I do every day, should actually prove to my wife that I love her beyond any reasonable doubt. So I don't really have to wait for her birthday for me to prove that she's special to me or that I love her and all of those things. So yes, that is where I actually feel and believe that, the way most people do it is just eye service. And I can tell you that some can actually finish that event of that showcase and go back and fight at home or whatever. They will return to the status quo. Some is even possible that they have not been talking to each other. After the whole thing, they will go back and then resume. So that is actually, yes, I actually believe that it's more of an eye service than the real thing. But anybody, like nothing is 100%. So I believe that some people could actually do it out of a genuine heart. But on the greater percentage, I would say most people do it out of eye service. Yes. Okay, the everyday things we do, like I ensure that she doesn't lack anything. She doesn't lack the basic, like the food, the shelter, the clothing, and even though she gets most of the wares for herself, you understand, but I ensure that, and I also actually expect that anything she needs, she will ask me, and I'll definitely provide for her. So that is, every day as I go out, I ensure that I don't leave the house empty, and I ensure that she's fine. Yes.
The thing has been, when I say maybe when I use that word eye service, why I use the word eye service then was because prior to our marriage, before our marriage, courtship time, he's a giver. Like, he can't be around my husband, I don't know that he's a giver, but he don't make it, I don't know, I will obvious, probably maybe on a special day. Can just randomly gives you something. I know as a woman, you want something maybe on your birthday or Valentine Day, Christmas, all of those remarkable days. Like, one special gift, like going to get some sort of surprise. He's not that kind of person. Do you get? So probably me continuously have been that kind of person. I like buying gifts. I know what to buy. So most times, if he wants to gift me, he'll ask me, "What do you want?" And it's no longer a gift, like a surprise. Like, what do you want? Do you want? He just talk like it doesn't. So it became. When I started complaining, like, just get me a gift. He said to carry money and go and buy. I said, it's not a gift. Like, buy something and just come and say, take. I'll just know what you need, and if I buy it, you will like it. So you should know what I want and go get it. And so it was a struggle, but it was a struggle. But it doesn't mean that if I ask him for, okay, I need a cloth or something, he said, don't, if you don't have it at that moment, he will make it a priority, maybe probably the next month for us to get it. But he's not somebody who just go on his own and just buy something and buy a gift, like surprise you. Wow. So when he sees me do it, maybe I'm trying to say somebody's birthday is coming up, I want to buy a cake, I want to do this, it's like, is that not eye service? Want to go and show? Like, do you get? I said, no, it's not show, it's gift. He said, he can randomly give that person something, but it shouldn't be on that occasion, that birthday, that such event. But I think he's coming around, do you get, with different conversation. My last birthday, you can imagine, on my birthday last year, he would just talk. He has been searching online. I'm seeing him starting recklessly looking for what to buy. He couldn't, from morning till night, he couldn't. At some point, what will I get now on your birthday? What will I get now? Like, he was confused. But at the end of the day, I was taken to a boutique to pick a dress, and he paid for it. But I believe that he also get to the point where he will know what I want, get it himself, and surprise me. You know, it has been a thing of struggle. Like, he gives, like, I don't actually say, like, he can somebody that cares for the family. He cares, like, food, is intentional about everything in the house. But gifting, like, maybe probably to me, he don't see it as anything. He feel like if I need anything, I should be able to ask or get it myself. Do you get? And I get things myself, so he doesn't see it as something he's not that kind of person. I put it that way. So it has been a thing of struggle, as I said earlier on. From my bed is like a week. I think a week after his, my own comes first. Then the 1 week interval is his own birthday. For past 10 years, I have consistently buy gifts. There's no birthday for the past 10 good years, if not more than 10 years. I've consistently buy gifts for my husband. But when my birthday comes, it's not as if he doesn't know. He doesn't know what to buy. You ask me, do you understand? But I feel at the end of the day, it's not a gift. Like, you ask me what I want. Do you want anything? Do you get? But him going to give me something as a surprise or take me out is not that kind of person. He can take me out for maybe a date to eat, but buy me a gift. So last year, as I said earlier on, him taking me out, take me to a boutique, buy me a book, bought me I should pick anything I want. He paid. It was like a dream come true. At least he's getting there. No, I'm serious, and I have seen the changes. At least, unlike before, Xmas, do you get this Xmas celebration? Unlike him, what do you want? He just sent me money. Though it's not a gift, but it's a gift, and the money can be a gift anyway. But he sent me an amount of money. I was shocked. These are Xmas gifts. Do you understand? So I think is his mindset, and he's getting to see reasons why he should. So
Okay, so I actually omitted one of the questions you asked about. Actually, you say what if is my spouse love language, and so what do I say? Unfortunately, or fortunately, or coincidentally, is actually her love language. And that is where the real works now comes in. You understand? So this is when I have to, buckle up, and then, having to do a lot, like she said. I think I am trying to adjust. I'm trying to do my best, like I say, but like her last birthday, as she can confess, I actually tried that. I've been searching for this. What should I get for this woman? At the end of the day, I couldn't come up with any. I actually concluded on a dress, but I said, what if I get a dress that will not be her size? And getting a dress from either boutique or these online people, you may not easily return it and all of those things. So I had to, because I actually wanted to give her that surprise to actually let her know that yes, I am that man, I can become that man. But it still did not work, so I still had to ask her then before we now went out, So, but like I said, we are all work in progress, So one doesn't really have to be rigid. But the only thing I'm rigid about is what the word says. If it's something that has to do with the word of God, and maybe trend or whatever is trying to suggest otherwise, I will not buy it. But this one, they have reported me everywhere. They have reported the only I know they must have reported me to God. They have reported me to my pastor. They have reported. So maybe the only place they've not taken me to a shrine, because they know that I will not be answerable to. So, but I'm trying to, but I still really don't feel that it must be that day. But since it's a love language, I have to make her happy. Okay, so it's not that we don't quarrel. In fact, maybe we quarrel more than you all. Like Apostle Paul would say, I speak in tongues more than you all. Maybe if you want to take the statistics, you may discover that we quarrel more than you all. But the only thing we don't keep malice. right? We can finish, my wife and I can finish having a hot argument, like very hot, and the next thing I must say, dearest, where is my food? And she will go and serve it. She won't say, this is somebody that know. And I won't say, this is somebody that I will not ask for my food, and she will know. You understand? You know, I learned something. Someone said something some time ago in my workplace. He said, don't kick the leg, kick the ball. Right? You know, for people that play football, but I think it's more like a figurative statement. It is when you kick the leg that the referee will blow against you, but so long as it's the ball. So what is the ball here? Is the bone of contention. That is what you address, not the person. So what brings about the argument is about misunderstanding. There is a particular thing that she understands differently, and that me too understand differently. So we now trying, before we try to come to a compromise, to a point, everybody have to actually prove, you have to prove why you believe this, and I have to prove mine. So to me, it's not something that should affect whatever we do. So that is how God has helped us. Me, I've never come to a point that me and my wife will have misunderstanding, or what you call quarrel. Hot one, no. Hot one. And because of that, I will say I'm angry. I will not ask her to, maybe I will not demand my right, my conjugal right, or whatever. I will demand it. And she also knows that she cannot rob me, she cannot defraud me, she cannot rob me of that, my right. So we both understand that, and actually that has helped us, that has helped our relationship a lot. Okay, maybe I think one of our best moments is when we actually come off an argument. There are nights that I remember one of the nights that we had an argument till around, is it 2 or 3 a.m. 3-4 a.m. Then after that we now made love, and it was such so like I said, whatever we are arguing about, we understand that it's not we are trying to make things better. We are trying to be on the same page. It's not like we hate ourselves, no. We are trying to be on the same page. Like she wants to do something, I say, no, you can't do this. So most times she will say she must do it. If I don't allow her, I'm suppressing her. I say, no, I'm not suppressing you. This is the reason. So my reasons may not go well with her. She will say no. So at the end of the day, we'll find a way to say, okay, this is the right thing to do. And I think that is how God has been helping us.
Can I come in? Okay.
Yes, so we actually come to a compromise, and both of us will understand that, okay, this is the way to go about it. Then we'll now crown it up with love making. And our relationship will enter another level.
I don't know how, when I heard that couples keep malice, initially I didn't believe it until I heard from 2, 3, 4 people say, obviously they keep malice. I don't know how it all started, but it has been like that even before we come here, for example, maybe recent, yesterday we had a disagreement and I'm still on my stand. Do you get a misunderstanding? I'm supposed to go somewhere. He said after like 2-3 days to the event, he said I'm not going. It was like the whole world was on my head. Do you understand? Now, I'm now his reason. He have his reasons why I shouldn't, and also have reasons why I should. Do you get? So they hot misunderstanding. Now, will it change the fact that activities that are lined up, we shouldn't carry it out, or what I'm supposed to do, I will not do it because I'm angry? No. There's an issue. We're going to talk about it. The highest I can do is maybe present it again and give reason why I should do this thing, because I feel I should go. Do you understand? We have an invite already for today. So I will see some people say, I am angry, I will not go. Why? Or I'm angry, I will not eat, I won't serve me food, or I won't cook, I won't. It doesn't stop any activities. It doesn't. I don't know. Or we can finish arguing in the next 1 hour, you see us laughing. Most time my stand will say, if I quarrel and say to, I believe that if they finish, they will say to. We finish quarreling, maybe you see a news. Is it I don't know that. I mean, I'll see something that made me laugh. Say, Jerry, come and see, come and see, come and see. Him too will jump and come and see. Or he will call me. Do you understand? So it doesn't stop the fact that that issue might not be settled that moment. Just like what I said earlier on, he has made his point, and I made my own point to him too. But we are not come to a compromise. Do you understand? So it will be a continuous conversation. But that will not mean that the whole thing activity will now start keeping malice, or me keeping malice. I will not be comfortable. So what will I do with something I'm not comfortable? Like, how do I survive in that environment? So I don't. It's not working. Even if he tried to, if he has never tried to, I have never seen my husband angry or have after people say, okay, don't give me, and they say don't give me, ask for food. I will not say I will not give, or I will keep quiet. I will walk away. What will I do? I don't know. Do you get? So it has never happened.
Okay, so to crown it all, like, I actually got to understand something, which I've actually made her to understand that for whatever misunderstanding we have, or whatever thing she wants me to do that I don't want to do, I cannot do, or whatever thing I demand of her to do and she doesn't want to or she cannot do, it's not because I hate her or she hates me. You know, what brought us together is love. And consistently we are working for each other's progress and good. You understand? So when I feel maybe we are actually heading the same way, right? Maybe I will have a feeling that if we go through the right, we will get there faster, or we'll get there better. She might have the belief that if we go through the left route. So at the end of the day, that is where the argument comes, that somebody will say, okay, no, I must go through here, I must not go through here. But at the end of the day, we will have to understand that, okay, after all, it's for all our good. So maybe when we cannot get it, and I know God has actually helped us that after a little while, it's either me or her will get to understand that, okay, no, we should go this route. You understand? So misunderstanding to me, one strange thing I've experienced about marriage, about married people, is that when married people get angry and start insulting themselves, I was like, okay, what is insult? Like, you are useless, right? If you know that this man or this woman is this useless, why are you answering his or her spouse? Like, I have this understanding that if I insult my wife, it's myself I insult. Because if she's a stupid person and I'm her husband, I am more stupid than her. For me to look at a stupid person and I still cleave to her, that means I'm more stupid. So likewise, I make her understand this thing, and she's getting to understand them. You understand? So marriage misunderstanding should not get a misunderstanding, or what you call quarrel, should not get beyond limit. We disagree to agree. I'm rounding up. I met somebody in a relationship. She told me, I love this girl. The reason why I love this girl is because for how many years that we've been together, me and her, we have never quarreled. I told him, I had to tell him emphatically that she's not your wife. You people are not meant to be together. Unapologetically. Because it means that you people are hiding something, right? It could be you don't want to express yourself because you felt that she'll be angry, or she doesn't want to express herself. But when you come together tomorrow, everybody must express. And that is when you see that such marriage, if care is not taken, it can hardly survive the first 1 year. So express yourself. And when I met her, that was actually what attracted me to her. She was this expressive kind of somebody that is proposing to marry you, she didn't care whether if she say this thing, this person will change his mind. So the people around me, they will say she doesn't have respect, say you will not marry this girl. I remember I used to tell them that I am not, how did I used to put it? I'm not looking for somebody that will worship. I'm not looking for a house help to marry. You understand? So at the end of the day, we got to understand ourselves, and our love keeps growing per day.
There's one word that my husband keeps telling me. I think our early stage in marriage, he keeps saying there's no award. We are not in competition. Do you understand? Like, we are not in competition. At the end of the day, they will not give us a queen. You won this award. Or Matthias, you won this award. We are both in one team, and as a team, anything we achieve, whatever result that comes, is for the both team. It's not as if a queen you won, Matthias you lose. If Matthias loses, I lose. If I win, he wins. So if you understand it that way, I think it will help. Do you understand? We are both team. Why are you killing yourself? So long as you are certain that this person loves you, and there's this thing, say if a man loves you, he will not mislead you. At least some degree, trust his judgment. It's not always easy. Mostly to women, it's not easy. Sometimes, sometimes just what you say, I feel you are oppressing me. You're oppressing me. You say, I'm not oppressing you. I'm seeing farther than what you are seeing. So sometimes give them benefit of doubt. Give this person benefit of doubt. And above all, this person fears God. I'm talking in the context of a woman who fears God. Because a man who doesn't have fear for God can do anything, can mislead you. But I feel if you have fear for God, there are obvious things he cannot do to you. So you just trust and just follow. Do you get? So I don't see, okay, maybe a point, you're not coming like I heard that some women just first of all raise their hand and slap the man. I've heard of aside from being a child of God, what makes you think that you can even fight the man? Or maybe like, I don't know. Me, I have fear for my skin, first of all. Don't beat me so that I'll not even have it. Like, as you get, so why get to that stage? Is your husband, you are a team. Do you get? So if you're a team, we are both headed to achieve the goal, to get the trophy. So nobody will win the trophy, say I win the trophy. So why the fight? Then you have misunderstanding. Do you get? Most important, when the Holy Spirit is speaking to you, at everybody, there's this voice that keep telling you after a conversation. There's a voice that keep telling you, okay, well, don't you see he's right? Don't you think he's right? Or don't you think he's wrong? Or you are right? Table it in another way. If you can hack it, maybe pride. Sometimes all this call is maybe just pride. If I come down now, I beg him. If you see I'm the one begging, see, nothing like that. You are feeling proud because you don't know you're a team. We are one. So at what point do I feel that if I beg my husband, it do not look as if I have lose? I didn't lose. We both won. As a matter of fact, my pastor keeps saying one thing. He say, each time there's a heated argument, the devil is around. There's something he wants to steal, and that thing also stick to me. Sometimes when you hear, some people just hear things and don't put it into practice. Be deliberate about it. I'm one person who is deliberate about putting things into practice. If I hear a thing, okay, the devil is around. So when I have quarrel, I'll try to remind myself also that the devil is around. Do you get? And most times, just after talking for a while, I'll just keep quiet. Do you get? And also know that we are a team. So sometimes people hear things and don't just put it into practice. They just hear it and for hearing's sake, occupy space and just go. Do you get? So if you hear things, put it into practice and be deliberate about it. It's going to work. Why will people fight and want to kill themselves? I just feel they are not led. Because if your husband, maybe as a head of the family, is being led by God, you have the fear of God, you should be able to lead a home, and you also know that, okay, you trust this person's judgment to some degree. Sometimes not always right, but you can, according to my husband, there are better ways you can table it. Is not always do I always table it that way? No, but sometimes I try to. Do you get? And also maybe at that point, maybe later go back. There's a voice that keeps speaking to you. If you listen to that voice, I think it will help.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
like people that you said, some, couples, wanting, having such a misunderstanding to the degree that they want to kill, not just even want to, we've heard that some kill themselves. There are actually some at the process of living, starve, and all manner of, I would like, it's something that has been giving me a burden. And most time when I hear such news and stories, it gives me sleepless night. I will start asking questions. How did this start? How did the misunderstanding start? How did they even come together in the first place? Recently, we heard of a couple that just got wedded that I think the wife killed the husband or something. How? You understand? One thing I've got to understand is about the whole thing is that communication. Like we used to hear this, like counseling that don't take your matter out, to learn to resolve your matters by yourselves. I am not a disciple of that. I am not, and I told my wife, I say, report me to anybody that you have confidence that they will not take my side. You understand, ba? Don't report me to people, because so that at the end of the day, when they talk, you now say, these people are my people, or maybe they are afraid of me. No, report me to people that you know that will tell you the truth. So long as those people will speak the mind of God. And sadly, I've heard about couples that, they misunderstand, they get to a stage that they don't listen to anybody again. Their pastor will talk, the pastor will become the enemy. Their mentor, everybody around them, they stand on their own. Recently, I learned of one that said, that was calling the husband's pastors. The husband is a pastor, his pastor's friends, all of them say, stop bringing this your friends to come and talk about my matter. When somebody has got it to that stage, so when you have misunderstanding, like my wife, most time I'm insisting, I say, go and hear. The Bible says, from the mouth of 2 or 3, truth is established. And I know that anybody that knows God and has a fear of God will say the same thing. The word of God cannot be changed. We will say the same thing. If I am the one, if they repeat that word of God to me, it will sink, if she's the one. So, to me, why would people that profess love to themselves at the end of the day wants to kill themselves? And I'm not somebody that is quick to attribute those things to the devil. It's not the devil. Because recently the Holy Spirit taught me something about overcoming temptation. And I discovered that the Bible says there is no temptation that overcomes a man that is not common to other people. But every temptation you face is common to everybody. And I got to understand that I don't know if I can, the holiest, maybe the most revered man of God that we think today, you don't know that he passes through the same temptation that you pass through. Some people fall into temptation and they feel that, this is my weakness. You are not the only person that passed through that temptation. So whatever comes your way, you must decide and determine to come out of it and let it hold you down. So you and your husband, like my wife says, you are not in competition. Both of you love yourselves and you are heading the same way, the way of progress, the same way of a better future. So when you are having misunderstanding about how to go about it, seek counsel when you need to seek counsel. But most importantly, the word of God. You must go to the word. What does the word say? And then get godly counselors. Godly counselors, what are they saying? And by the time you are having misunderstanding with your spouse, and this person come and say the same thing, the other person comes and say the same thing, and you don't want to align with any of them, just know that you are on a slippery ground. So my final advice is that don't kill yourselves as couples. You are not enemies, you are friends. You are not competitors, you are teammates, you are partners, and you have one goal to achieve. Yes, the understanding, the route may differ because of your different personalities, but understand that it's the same direction and look for ways to come to a compromise so that you can forge ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.